Hi, great people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. My name is Anthony Njoroge Jenga, and today, again, it's a business debut, and we want to discuss something interesting. I want to talk to Kenyans abroad, Kenyans in the diaspora. Let me just give you some facts. You'll be shocked. Remittances from abroad in India, $83.1 billion. That's the money that Indians remit from foreign countries into their country. China remits $68.4 billion. Mexico does about $38 billion. Philippines does about $35.2 billion in remittances from abroad. Egypt does about $26.8 billion in remittances from abroad. Do you know how much we do in our country? We do about 340 million shillings. That's about $3.1 billion. But it's an amazing opportunity. Can you imagine? Those are just remittances, and most of the money that we remit from abroad, Kenyan abroad, is spent on, of course, food, property, and medicine. A big chunk of that. So if we say we have about 3 million Kenyans abroad, 3 billion Kenyans abroad, that means just to put you in perspective, each Kenyan at least remits about 100,000 into the country. That's great. But remember, one man, Jeff Bezos, is worth almost $1 trillion. Yeah? Now, I want to throw this out there to our brothers out there. Now, it's very good to remit money, but the question is, and this is what I keep asking, if every Kenyan abroad would say good things about their country, say you can come and see the seventh wonder of the world, the migration of the wild beast, you could talk about our weather, you could talk about our hospitality to a foreigner, and that foreigner rocks into the country. I was just estimating, if you have 3 million Kenyans abroad and 3 million foreigners come into the country, and it's estimated that in one point when somebody travels abroad, at least the minimum they'll spend is $2,000. $2,000. That means you can topple, you can change, you can create an industry, a tourism industry can grow. Why? Because of commitment for you, the brothers abroad. So, can you imagine that if all of you just told your employer or if the person you're working with or a friend that Kenya is a great country, this country, you come, you'll see migration, you'll see weather, you can go to Mombasa and talk very good about our country. If just one person comes down, we'll have 3 billion foreigners coming to our country, and that will boost our economy. So, opportunities for our country. Remember, we said business about what? Changing lives, building community, and enhancing our economic growth. I was just watching and listening to the Ministry of Treasury. He was saying the Kenyan debt budget, is 2.7 trillion in 2020. And if we remit 340 billion, and we can be able to bring tourism into the country, that will double the revenues that we get from, or not actually, it will double the revenue you get. We can hit a very good number. Even say 20% of you are committing to bringing people, not you coming, but bringing tourism into the country. It would be amazing. Yeah. So think about that. Now, the other thing is, you're abroad and you're working in a restaurant or you're working in a hospital. Encourage, talk good about your country, about the economic climate, the investment opportunity in this country. Can you imagine if you Kenyans are able to bring foreigners to come and invest in the country? What does that mean for us? Knowledge transfer, investment. And remember, we're not talking about government, talk about you as an individual. Personal responsibility. You're abroad, you influence the company that you work for to come and set base in Kenya. Would you know what it will mean for your brother and sister? Create more employment. Our economy will grow. So as an individual, talk good about your country. Encourage people to come here and visit our country. Encourage foreign investments by talking to the people I'm not even telling you to talk to anybody else. Talk to your employer. Talk about the country. Talk about the interest rates, because like now, I don't think there's anywhere in the world where you get such crazy interest rates like in Kenya. If you are lending mobile money, the interest rates are crazy. Opportunities. Remember, we said that entrepreneur is about business opportunity. So the other thing is, as a Kenyan who's working abroad, can you imagine if you left that place and brought the knowledge that you have and start in our country? We have an issue of poverty in this country. In the Western world, people don't have a problem of food like we do. We have issues of climate here. We have issues of soil erosion. We have entrepreneurs. We have great opportunities that are happening abroad, and we can bring them to our country. Looking at things differently. You can come. In fact, like I've always said, if I was working in a company in the US, I'd say I'd be able to be a representative in that country, in Kenya. You know what that will mean for economy if people transfer investment. Like for example, like right now, India, they're doing crazy in terms of the investments that Americans are making in India. Why? Because technology is advanced there. They speak English, so that means they're able to give back office to the American companies. That should be happening here. We have 3 million of us out there. Honestly, I mean, you can change this economy. Yeah. Why? Because you speak good things about your country. You say good things. Speak good things about the opportunities in the country, and before you know, guys want to flock into your country, and we move our numbers. Yeah, and even you as an individual, you start doing that, you start seeing the opportunities in Kenya. So learn. So I've talked about two things. One, you remit money from abroad, which is very good. But now, let's encourage foreigners to come to our country. Why? So that to increase our tourism. 1. 2, the things that you've learned there influence investors to come and invest in the country. Forget about government. I talk about you as an individual. Talk about personal responsibility. What can you do for your country? So influence them to come and set base here. And what do? You also say, I'll be your representative in that country. Can you imagine what that will do? If just half of you, even at 10% of these people, yeah, were able to influence investors into the country, what does that mean for the economy? What does that mean to your brother and sister who's here probably doesn't have a job? As opportunities. So remember, we said that entrepreneurship is about what? Looking at new opportunities, solving problems, creating employment, sorting impact in the society. So look out for opportunities to support your brothers and sisters and your country. This is our country. Yeah. Can you imagine remittances from India? 83.1 billion. I know India is a big country, but that's just remittances. The amount of money they make in technology out of Europe and US, it's amazing. Yeah. So we need you as a Kenyan to come and set base here, use the knowledge you have learned there to come and grow this economy. When you do that, there's no telling how far we can go as a country. So I want to challenge you. Yeah. We've said learn, influence, use your network to be able to bring foreign investment to the country, and also talk good things about your country, and then we bring tourists here. Even the government will be happy about what you're doing, because we'll create employment for our staff, for our brothers and sisters, and the economy will grow. And before you know, we don't need to be called a third world or upcoming second world country. We could be probably first world because of what you, as a Kenyan abroad, are doing. So I encourage you, brothers and sisters, look at the opportunities. Bring it here. Let's make money for our country. Once again, my name is Anthony Njoroge Jenga from Wema TV, the voice of hope. Let's grow our country as we grow our economy. Thank you.
Wema TV, the voice of hope.